Hello, everybody. I'm Madame Sensei. I teach Spanish, French, and Japanese to high schoolers out here in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. And I am thinking my way through the Harvard Project Zero thinking routines. If you want to help me with this, talk to me at studio-nemo.com, ping me on the Minecraft Education Ambassadors or the Duolingo Educators Network. Today we are looking at Name, Describe, Act, which is part of Introducing and Exploring Ideas. It's located here, and the link is in the description, pz.harvard.edu/thinking-routines. So you notice it's right here in Introducing and Exploring Ideas. That's the only place it is. We don't get many of these. Sometimes they double them up. Name, Described, Act. A routine for the looking closely, noticing, developing memory, and analyzing. Choose an object. This is right out of the Harvard Project Zero thinking routines. Choose an image, object, or event to examine closely, or select an object, event, or topic to analyze and name it, describe it, and act it. Okay, so that's your memory recall, which is the bottom of Bloom's taxonomy, right? Memory is so crucial to us in world language. Describe, add a description. Oh, we love matching adjectives to nouns out here, don't we? And act. How do they act? What are they doing? What's their function? How do they contribute to the whole? When you're teaching grammar explicitly, you've got a pop-up grammar lesson, you're doing the grammar translation method, you're doing the audio-lingual method, and you're looking at transformation drills, you're doing community language learning, and you're dissecting a script your class wrote, you're working straight out of your textbook. I usually do this the second or third week of school. I've got a large bucket of school supplies, I've got calculators, I've got bizarre-looking pencil cases, colorful pens that have run out of ink, but they're too pretty to throw away. Sparkly pencils, novelty erasers, whatever. And I put a bunch down on each table along with a large piece of fabric. And I'll explain the fabric in a moment. Students examine their object for a moment, and then I instruct them to cover their items and see how many they can name from memory using the proper grammar. Okay, there is a pencil, there is an eraser, there are two erasers, whatever. Students know their colors by then, so they can start adding that adjectival detail, right? But it's good application of there is a pen, there is a pencil, which is deathly boring, isn't that? I'd much rather play a game with it. When the students are getting good at it, I have one student close their eyes, okay, while the other one has covered them with the blanket, and then the second student removes an item and then uncovers everything and is like, okay, what's gone? And then they could say, there is no eraser, there is no calculator. So then they can work with the negative. It's good drill and kill practice, but the students don't recognize it as that. When teaching literature, culture, history, art, when looking at art especially, or maybe after we've read a comic book or some form of literature, I like comic books because they have the pictures there and the students have that scaffolding built right in. I do this whole class with mini whiteboards. Mini whiteboards are like the best thing I ever bought with my PTSA money. Everyone has to write sentences, those sentences that answer those questions, and then read them aloud. And the students are allowed to ask me, comment dit-on blah, blah, blah en français, comment se dit blah, blah, blah en espagnol, blah, 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 wa nihongo de nan to imasu ka, whatever they need to say, okay? They're all writing, and they're all using that writing as a crutch, because remember I said I did this in the first or the second or third week. So the writing there is a crutch, so they have something to read off of, and they're getting used to the sounds coming out of their mouths. In our next episode, parts, perspectives, me. Hope to see you there.